Another Wednesday, another What's for Lunch. What is up, you guys? My name is Kira if you are new, and in today's video it's another random Wednesday in the month where I share either a what's for dinner or a what's for lunch. And today we are tackling a what's for lunch, and if you missed last Wednesday's what's for dinner, I'll make sure to link it up in the iCards so you guys can go ahead and check that out after you're done watching this. And if you love all of that kind of inspiration, I have full what's for lunch and what's for dinner playlists that I'll link down below for you. Now, who am I feeding? So if you are one of those new people stopping by and this is one of the first videos that you're watching, we are a family of 6. It's my husband, our 3 children, and then a family member that lives with us. So who are we feeding? Most of the adults kind of fend for themselves. My husband works a full-time job out of the house, and so does our family member. And so when they are home, they will eat with me. As far as myself, sometimes I rely on every plate. Sometimes it's leftovers. But for my kiddos, they are all home doing school. My oldest, Jacob, is 16 and he is a junior in high school, and he's doing virtual learning through our school district. And then our 2 youngest, Mason, who is 7, and Amaya, who is 4, I'm homeschooling them this year. So everybody, as far as my children, are home for lunchtime. So I even went and got these authentic lunch trays off of Amazon just to give the kids a little bit more of a real school feel. And if you guys are interested in them, they are always linked down below in my Amazon store. But for today, I'm just going to go ahead and share with you what I serve my kids on a regular average day. And then this also includes some clips of what I gave my kids for Valentine's Day week. So being that Valentine's Day was just last week, and then with us not having water and all of the winter storm, we actually didn't do normal lunches last week. So our Valentine's Day lunches are at the end, and this is what we had filmed from before. So on this day, we're doing chicken patties. Mason's really just not a fan of the ones that come from Sam's Club that are supposed to be like Chick-fil-A because he doesn't like the pickle taste. So he just has a regular chicken patty here with some of those great value iced oatmeal cookies. He has a cheese stick, he has some blueberries, and this was the first day that the kids tried those sour cream and onion puffs that I got from Sam's Club. So that was Mason's, and then here we are with Maya's. So she does like that pickle, so she has that one with the same sides, the blueberries, those sour cream and onion puffs, the cheese stick, and then instead of those oatmeal cookies, she has the Great Value Alphabet, which are almost like a shortbread cookie. And then here is Jacob's. So he has some of those sour cream and onion puffs, which he said were seriously the best kind of cheese puff he's ever had. He is in love with them, so I already picked them up from Sam's. Again, he's not one for blueberries, so I gave him some cucumbers, some tomatoes. He has a cheese stick. He has some of the chocolate chip cookies of those Great Value. It comes with those 3 flavors in the box, and then he has mayo with lettuce and tomato on his sandwich. So next up is kind of like a special treat, or not so special. So we're kind of doing something basic, and all of the kids have peanut butter and jelly. Every once in a while we go basic and we just go PB&J. But in our old rental home, we became very friendly with one of the neighbors, and her daughter was turning 11, and they were doing a drive-by for her birthday, and the theme of her birthday was out of this world. And if you gave a card or a gift, they gave you a little gift bag, and inside of it was moon pies because it was out of this world. So I let the kids have each one of the chocolate moon pies, and then they each have some gluten-free pretzels that I got from Thrive Market. It's been a heck of a long time since I've put in an order from Thrive, so keep an eye out. I definitely need to stock up on some things, but I felt like with the moon pie and the peanut butter and jelly sandwich that this was a lot of sugar for Mason, And he really wanted a yogurt. I gave carrot sticks to the other kids, and he doesn't like carrot sticks at all. So he's not one for vegetables really at all. So he asked for a yogurt, but I just felt like that was so much sugar. So this is the first time he ever had one of mine. And these are the Too Good yogurts. I got a big case of these from either Sam's or Costco, and it's only 2 grams of sugar. So I thought that was a nice offset. It was strawberry flavor. He had strawberry jam on his peanut butter and jelly. So I thought that went well. And then here is Maya and Jacob's. So the two of them pretty much have the exact same plate. This is Maya's. She has the smaller cup of ranch. And then this is Jacob's. He has a triple decker sandwich instead of just a regular, 2 slices of bread. And then his cup of ranch is a little bit larger. But that's all the kids had on this day. So here is our next lunch, and you can tell that I honestly didn't feel like doing dishes apparently, or the dishwasher was full, and Jake didn't do his job because we only had one lunch tray. And we'll start with that one, which is Jacob's plate. So on this day we did fish sticks, and Jake always gets 8 fish sticks, which comment down below and let me know if you've ever seen the movie Rain Man. But every time I see fish sticks like that, it just makes me think of that movie. But anyways, he has 8 fish sticks with some ketchup. He has 2 pickles from Trader Joe's. He also has a chewy chocolate peanut butter fudge protein bar from Trader Joe's. He has an orange, and of course he is still feeling those sour cream and onion puffs. So here is Mason and Maya's plate, and you can tell huge differences between them both. So this is Maya's, and she has fish sticks. She does like those sour cream puffs. She really enjoyed them. And then she has some pickles. And then she also has This Pumpkin Walks Into a Bar. Those are the pumpkin granola bars from Trader Joe's, which I forgot all about and found some. So both her and Mason have those. This is Mason's tray. So he has some blueberries with fish sticks as well. But he really just wasn't a fan of those sour cream and onion puffs. It just really wasn't his thing. So I got these pretzel nuggets from Trader Joe's. They're like pretzels with peanut butter stuffed inside, and I thought that he would really enjoy those. All right, so we're back to our trays being finished and out of the dishwasher. And so now all kids are back to trays. So my 2 little kids love corn dogs. So when they have corn dogs, Jake usually has something else. And so this is Mason's. He has a corn dog with a cheese stick. He has some raspberries. He has some popcorn. He splits a Nature's Fig bakery bar with his sister. There's 2 of these larger Fig Newton-like cookies in the package. So they usually split them. And then I love to put the corn dogs in the air fryer. It just gives them a nice crisp. You can even see the toastedness on the stick. It's a real authentic corn dog crust to the outside, as opposed to the recommendation of just wrapping it in a paper towel and placing it in the microwave. So if you have an air fryer and your family likes corn dogs, definitely try them there. So here's Maya's plate, and so she also has a corn dog, and then she has popcorn, but I put this dill pickle seasoning on it. I got it on Amazon as well, so I'll put that in my store, but you guys actually suggested it for me because you knew Maya would love it. So thank you guys so much. You guys always rock with the suggestions. And then here is some pepper jack cheese. I get from Costco the individual different kinds of cheeses that are cracker slices, and so Maya wanted to try the pepper jack, so I cut some of those up for her. Again, she has the other half of that Nature's Fig bakery bar, and then her raspberries. All right, so here is Jacob's, and he also wanted pickle popcorn, so I put some of that seasoning on his. This is the country fried banquet mega bowl that I always get, so it's almost like that KFC chicken bowl with the mashed potatoes, chicken gravy, and corn. He has some celery with tomatoes. He has another one of those Trader Joe's chewy chocolate peanut butter protein bars, and then he has some of those watermelon flavored raisins. But that is what my kids had for lunch on this day. And now here is where leftovers come into play. I mentioned earlier in the intro that sometimes I rely on leftovers, but sometimes my kids love them too. So this just happened to be a day where I had made baked ziti the night before, and we had tons of leftovers. So here is Mason's plate, and he absolutely loves Mama's baked ziti. Look how absolutely delicious and cheesy that is. Mama definitely loves to make herself some good Italian dishes. Here is some blueberries. I dumped out one of those great value bag of barbecue chips onto his tray. He has a Blueberry Nature's Fig Bakery bar. I try and coordinate their bakery bar with their fruit. And then he has some of the shortbread cookies. And then today, Maya has the oatmeal ones. She has the other half of that Nature's Fig Bakery bar. She has those sour cream puffs because she loves them. There's her blueberries and of course some baked ziti. And now here is Jake's plate. So he, of course, like I said, loves those puffs, and he has an orange, he has a baked ziti, and then this was a little one bar that actually came in my every plate box as a sample, and it was birthday cake flavor. It's less than 1 gram of sugar with 7 grams of protein and 80 calories. So Jake tried that, and then he also had one of those small packages of cookies. He really loves the chocolate chip, and then the other 2 kids will alternate back and forth between the shortbread and the oatmeal cookies. But that is such a good variety box for under $7. I highly recommend them. All right, here's day 1 of Valentine's Day, and it's another pasta day, but I've always said to you guys that in my mind, Valentine's Day means red. So as long as you can go with a red and pink theme, I feel like the kids are always happy. So this is a recipe that I actually have a whole video for. It's a creamy, cheesy beef pasta that you make in the Instant Pot. The kids absolutely love it. It's almost like a homemade hamburger helper. So they had that as their main course. And then on the side, I put some vanilla yogurt for Mason, and then one of you guys suggested about putting jam in your yogurt, and I've never even thought about that before. Ingenious. So plain vanilla yogurt, and then I put a little scoop, like a heart, of strawberry jam in the middle, which he absolutely loved. I gave him an apple. He has one of those pure layered fruit bars, and then I gave him some popcorn mix, which I made for all of the kids, and I put so many different things in there. I threw a handful of cereal. I threw some M&Ms. We did sprinkles and mini marshmallows. I just love taking whatever we have in the house and kind of dumping it into some kind of popcorn mix and making that seasonally for every holiday. So that's what he had. And now on to Jake's plate. Jake actually decided that he had had enough of that pasta the night before, and he didn't have any of the salad that I made alongside of it. So he wanted a big salad, and he likes when I cut up little pieces of ham and mix it inside of there. So that's some romaine lettuce and some cherry tomatoes with cucumber and some shredded cheddar cheese and some ham all mixed in. And then he added ranch on after. He has his sour raisins, an orange, a cheese stick, and then that popcorn mix. And now here is Maya's plate. So she has some of that cheesy beef as well. And then she has some salad on the side. I always can get my girl to eat some veggies. She absolutely loves it. She has one of those pure layered fruit bars. She has some blackberries, and then she has some of that popcorn mix, which Maya had so much fun making it with me. And then it was funny trying to have her figure out how she was still going to put that popcorn seasoning on that without getting it all over everything else. It was definitely a good time. So here is day 2 of our Valentine's Day themed lunches, and my little kids got peanut butter and jelly, and sometimes I can convince Jacob and sometimes not so much. And because the day before he didn't have pasta for lunch, I told him he could have it on this day. So that's one of those Vermont white cheddar country style pasta bowls that we get from Marie Collander's. So he had that as his main course, and then I made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for the kids, but I used a heart cookie cutter, and there was all those little extra pieces. So I just put that on Jake's plate for a little bit of extra protein, along with some of those Duke sticks. He has some of those watermelon sour raisins. He loves them. And then I got a big mix box of chips from Costco that had Cape Cod sweet mesquite barbecue. So Jake wanted to give that a try. And of course the bag is red, so it fits in with our Valentine's Day theme. And so this is Maya's plate. She has one of the peanut butter and jelly, and you can see I just used a heart cookie cutter. Sometimes those things are just so simple. If it's red or hearts, the kids just buy into it. So that was her sandwich, along with some raspberries. She has one of those raspberry fig bars. Again, I try and coordinate the flavor with their fruit. She has some of those alphabet cookies, and then inside of that box with those Cape Cod chips was also goldfish, which my kids absolutely love. So Maya has some goldfish. And now we're going to head on over to Mason's plate, which is pretty much identical to Maya's with just a few variations. So he also has a heart-shaped peanut butter and jelly. He has some of that more hearty bread. He really likes the seeds and stuff in bread. So I gave him that one. He has some crunchy cheese doodles, of course, the other half of that fig bar. He has some of those iced oatmeal cookies from Great Value, and then he has some raspberries. So that was it for day 2 of our Valentine's Day themed lunches. So now here we are on to day 3, and this is where sometimes simple is key. So if I had Valentine's Day napkins, or if I was out in the stores more, like into Dollar Tree and stuff, I would have gotten some more themed things for the kids. I didn't have any, but I did find in my stash these wintry ones. They're red, black, and white, and they have a snowflake on it. And I mean, it was snowing outside that whole week of Valentine's Day, so it just seemed to fit, and it just made the kids happy. And so here is Maya's plate. She has 4 of those fish sticks on top of a little napkin. Those are candy heart grapes, which they actually tasted sweet like candy hearts. So I thought that fit in well. Those are those spicy little crackers that I made in some meal prep. I'll link that video up above if you guys want to check it out. They have a cheese stick, and then they have a chocolate chip cookie. And I believe that Jacob had the pretty much exact same tray, just I usually give Jake a little bit more. Fish sticks are always a fallback for us and the kids because it's quick in the oven and everybody eats it. So that is it for day 3 of the kids' Valentine's Day lunches. Now we're on to day 4, and I usually like to spice things up as we get a little bit closer towards the actual holiday. And since it fell on a Sunday, we did this the whole week before, and so we were really getting close to Valentine's Day, and I thought it would be really fun to get really creative. So we're doing those Just a Bear chicken nuggets. These are the ones we get from Costco that are even closer dupe to Chick-fil-A. And this is Jake's plate because he has more. I think he has like 6 or 7 of those nuggets, and I put his ketchup in a heart shape. He has some strawberries, and then you guys are going to see on Friday a food hack video. And in the food hack, I made my own little donuts, and they look a little dark and burnt. Of course, the oil was just a little bit too dark, and so they could have been a little bit lighter. So to make them prettier, I just went ahead and put a little bit of frosting on them, and I changed it up. So Jake's the only one who got 2, and I did chocolate sprinkles for him because he's more of a chocolate kid. But you guys will see how they look for the other kids and then how they actually look in that food hack. But of course, he has some of those raisins and then the Cape Cod chips and the strawberries. So all just sticking with that red theme. And then here's Maya, and I did more pink for her. So she has a smaller amount of nuggets, but I did heart-shaped ketchup, and then she has cheesy crunchy cheese doodles. She has one of the pink pure layered fruit bars. She has one of those small donuts with frosting, but I did pink sprinkles for her, and then we did raspberries with whipped cream. And now here is a Mason. So he has again some of those chicken nuggets with his heart-shaped ketchup. He has a red bag of Doritos. He has one of those raspberry lemonade flavored pure layered fruit bars, and then I put red sprinkles on his donut, just kind of sticking with that whole red theme. If you guys have not tried these pure layered bars, I get them from Costco, and they are fantastic. They're all organic, and they're just so good. And then of course, like I said, he has his raspberries and whipped cream. But that was it for day 4 of my kids' Valentine's Day lunches. So we are on our last and final day, and it is Pizza Friday in our house. And sometimes those little round pizzas can easily be converted into hearts and make any kid's lunch tray super festive. So that's all I did, you guys. I just made those round pizzas, and then I cut a V in the top, and then I cut a little bit of a V at the bottom, and poof, it made that round pizza into a heart. And the kids got such a kick out of it. So alongside of their pizza, they also had some applesauce. They had some blueberries. We baked some cookies, and we just used a heart-shaped cookie cutter and made some heart-shaped cookies. I put some frosting on it, and then these little Valentine's Day candies that I've had forever. I think I got them like a couple of years ago on clearance or something, but they're just candies and they're good. So Mason had that, and then he also had some little peanut butter Ritz crackers. Maya had the pizza with the applesauce, a cookie, some blueberries, blueberries, and then she has some of her Zapp's Voodoo chips. And then here is Jake's tray. He also has some of those Zapp's Voodoo chips. Now he's hooked on them, which is just fantastic. So now everybody's going to eat them. He has 2 of those cookies because he's my big boy. I did some cucumbers, and the same thing. I just cut the whole little, because I get the small cucumbers, and I cut the whole cucumber like a heart and then sliced down. So it just gave me a bunch of cucumber heart pieces. And then he had some pepper jack cheese with a little bit of peanuts and regular raisins, like a trail mix. And that was it for day 5 of our Valentine's Day lunches. And that's actually it for today's What's for Lunch video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. I hope we're able to inspire your lunchtime just a little bit. I know sometimes we get stuck in a rut of kind of doing the same things for lunch over and over again. So these videos can definitely just give some extra ideas of some other things that mamas are doing out there to give their kids some excitement during lunchtime. Because right now, any way that we can take excitement, we're going to get it since we're stuck at home. So thank you guys again so much for watching. Again, subscribe if you are new. I do post these randomly, but I do post them for that What's for Lunch inspiration. I love you guys all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.